Woody and I hiked the property, and he began to show me all the perimeter, the surveying marks, and it's 10 acres. And when you live in the city, climbing up and down ravines and going across dry river beds, it seems like a long distance, and it was really cool. I kept pinching myself, wondering how in the world could I end up with a beautiful piece of property like this, and how God directed the steps in the purchase of this land. And I took Woody by the hand right here in this area as I was saying goodbye, and I thanked him for offering his property, and with tears going down his eyes. He was in his late 50s, and he had to go to Florida to take care of an invalid mother, and these tears were saying, he said, I don't want to leave this place. This was going to be my dream, a place to build a cabin, to have my wife and I in our retirement years settle here. He worked at the prison behind me about 2 miles away, and he had a great job, but duty to his mother compelled him to sell the land. And I was so thankful. I told him, God has really answered prayer, and what you're doing is a blessing of the Lord to us also, and I want you to know it's going into good hands. And so God has been faithful. He was faithful to allow me to meet Woody, and the circumstances to get this land were providential. God will direct our steps if we yield ourselves to Him in time and trust Him. And we can be people that are blessed of God, and not because we own things. There is something about man that love land. I know that Adam came from the dust of the earth. As somebody once said, Adam was all dirty. He was born from dust. A woman came out of man and was very clean as she came out. So there's a difference between men and women. And most men that I've ever talked to, they have the dream of owning a home, some land, property, a place to go hunting, hiking, camping. And God fulfilled that desire in me that I had since a little boy. When the Nellie Bly officially became in our possession in the year 2000, I remember specifically when we came up from Texas here, the first opportunity I had, I knelt exactly where I'm kneeling now. I'm just about 50 yards from the crest of the hill that overlooks the Collegiate Peaks. There was nothing here. There was no chalet, no pump house to my right, no outbuildings behind me, just raw land. But I remember kneeling here, and I wanted to dedicate this property to the Lord. So I lifted my hands to the sky, and I began to cry out and pray to the Lord, Father, to please bless this land, that it be a place where not only my family could come and where friends could come, but a place that would bring peace and harmony and love and joy to people who used it. Little did I know then that someday this would become a vacation rental property, and that we would have, like last year, 500 people, total strangers, come through here, writing us letters and notes and giving reviews saying that this place has been a blessing to them. So in a sense, we offered our land to others to use. And I think God is pleased with that when we share with what He shares with us. And God has been so good to provide this place. And so for you listening, take what possessions that God has given to you, hold them lightly, and share with others. That's all what the kingdom is about. It's not just taking and receiving, but it's giving and blessing. And that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to be people that bless others. And so we get lots of joy being able to know that people are enjoying this place when we're gone. We're only up here 1 month a year. They use it all 11 months a year. So God has been good. He's answered the prayer, and His presence is very strong on this land, the gift that He gave to me. As a little boy, I always wanted to have a cabin. I fell in love with Davy Crockett, got bit by the Crockett bug, and I always wanted to have a place in the wilderness. And God answered that prayer by giving us the Nellie Bly Chalet, an 1897 mining claim. I leave you with this word to pause and ponder.